Just wait till you see this new strategy for fighting crime, cutting back on the number of crimes. Sacramento shitty attorney threatens to fine target for reporting too many thefts to police. So you want your number of reported thefts to go down? Just punish the people that report the thefts. All of a sudden, wow, our thefts have gone down by 95%. This is great. Look how well we're doing. The warning came from shitty attorney Susanna Alcala Wood's office. It has been revealed that the Sacramento shitty attorney's office threatened a Target store with public nuisance charges on the claims that the store has called the police to report too many thefts. Shitty officials warned Target location at 2505 Riverside Boulevard that if they continue to call the police to report thefts, they could be fined. So the government refuses to do their job and arrest the criminals and prevent the thefts. Instead, they're going to punish the victim of the thefts for reporting the thefts. America! The warning came from shitty attorney Susanna Alcala Wood's office. A source with knowledge of the matter told the Sacramento Bee. The threat has been slandered by law enforcement officials and state lawmakers who asserted that crime victims have the right to report crimes that happen to them. As a result, California lawmakers added an amendment to a retail bill that would outlaw such threats made by officials. Yeah, how about you have another one that forces them to actually act? How about that? Alexander Gammelgard, president of the California Police Chiefs Association, testified at the State Assembly's first retail committee hearing in December and said, I was also surprised that anybody would ever attempt to make a nuisance case out of somebody calling to report a legitimate crime. They just get sick of being called out for not doing their jobs, you know? And I don't think there's a place for that, he asserted. A police spokesperson confirmed to the publication that 3 Target stores located in Sacramento have been seeing a significant increase in thefts from previous years. Police received a total of 375 calls related to theft, robbery, and shoplifting in current year -2 or -1. Of those calls, police took about 80 crime reports. This is compared to 175 calls made in current year -2 and 87 calls in current year -3. Out of the 375 calls in current year -1, police made approximately 55 arrests, according to the data. Well, what about the other 320? Now, the situation was disconcerting to Blake Randall, a crime justice professor at California State University, Stanislaus, who explained the purpose of the action is to prevent a person or entity from causing disorder. He told the publication the city's obligation to assist its residents and a public nuisance charge could discourage business from reporting crimes. Well, if they're low-key encouraging you to just resort to vigilante justice because they'll refuse to do their job, okay, that's what you want. He added the shitty officials may issue warnings so there could be a reduction in crime statistics. Yeah, that's what I say too. Some politician that's going to be running up for re-election wants to be able to say they reduced crime. So what's problematic is that Target's complaining about what Target's complaining about is legitimate crime concerns, said Randall. The shitty does have a responsibility to be more responsive to the public and be responsive to crime control demands from the public. Now, the public needs to actually make this a demand. But how about this? Either you take care of this or we're going to start taking care of it. And we don't want you suddenly sending cops here just to fuck with us. An amendment to Assembly Bill 2943 is expected to be voted on this week, which would dissuade shitties from threatening retailers seeking help from the authorities. The bill would clarify that local law enforcement or local jurisdiction is prohibited from bringing a nuisance action against a business solely for the act of reporting retail crime, unless the report is knowingly false, the amendment reads. Yeah, now obviously filing false reports should be punishable, but if they got the evidence, there you go. However, not everyone's on board. Clark Kelso, professor at the University of Pacific's McGeorge School of Law, told the Sacramento Bee, there's no question shitty attorneys have the authority to issue public nuisance charges against businesses that know their property is dangerous. Do you really want to continue down this line of feeling? You really want to do that? All that's going to happen is these businesses are going to leave. And if they're in a safe area now, but it becomes dangerous, they're just going to pack up and leave. And then you're going to cry about that. Now, Kelso also argued on behalf of the shitty attorney Wood and claimed that a large number of calls for theft-related retail cases could put police resources from responding, or could pull resources from responding to higher priority calls. Sounds like they're not really taking care of those either. Yeah, they should hire some rooftop Koreans. Exactly. Exactly that.